darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jessica Capella here to help you step into your truth and start into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so very much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back to watching one of my videos. If you've been watching my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and take some time out to support my channel and my work by clicking on the subscribe button and give it a like if this resonates with you. For those of you, my Capella members, you are the most amazing people on the planet. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and support. I'm so glad you were part of my circle, my Capella circle. If you're interested in a personal reading, or if you want to set up for an awesome Capella membership, which you can learn more about in the end of the video, check out the description box below, or you can go to capellawellness.com and check out the amazing things I have to offer, along with my very, very impactful Capella memberships. Lastly, if you would like to support the work that I do and my channel, you can do so by submitting a donation or choosing an item from my wish list. More information about where those things are, how you can donate, how you can access my wish list on Amazon, those are in the description box below. Okay, just scroll down further and you'll see the links to where you can make a donation and where you can view my wish list. All right, if you do choose any one of those options to support me and my channel and the work that I do, may that be returned to you tenfold. I wish you guys a wonderful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. How are you? I hope you are well. I send you much love and many blessings, as I always do. All right, so what we're going to do here, Gemini, is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about. We're then going to get additional guidance from Spirit on how to best navigate these energies, what your wellness tip of the week is, and lastly, what is coming to you in love. All right? The love part may not make any sense to you if you skip right to it, because then you'll miss the point. I don't know why they wanted me to say that, but somebody needs to hear that. Anyway... Let's see what your overall theme is for this week. We're not here to focus on love, Gemini. If whoever needs to hear that, we're here to focus on spirit and service. So we have oceans. I love this card. Bravery and darkness, the moon. Okay. We've got like light and dark energies here. And the bottom of the deck is wind. If I'm not mistaken, Sagittarius had this at the bottom of their deck as well. Okay. This is about you can't resist change anymore. You've been given the warnings. You've been given the signs and synchronicities. There's something here that may karmically happen to some of you if you don't heed the warnings that you've been given. Okay? Maybe you've been given these warnings like for years or something like that. And apparently some of you have been resisting this change because you don't know what's up ahead. You're afraid of the unknown. You want to do it a different way when God's way is better than our way. God laughs at our plans, right? So there's something here. And I was looking at this because it looked like a train track for me. And it seems that, you know, what I channeled from Sagittarius' reading is that you're about to go off the rails here, Gemini, if you don't allow yourself to take the path that God wants you to take. Because again, at the end of the day, God knows what is better for you. And sometimes what he asks of us, it doesn't look the way that we expect, right? Like case in point, where I'm at right now. I was not expecting to end up back in my parents' house. But if this is God's plan, if he's closing something out for me, then let him close out for me. If he needs me to be here, then I'm supposed to be here for a reason. I did pray about continuing to have shelter and running water and food and stuff like that. Well, he brought me here and he did provide for me that way. I did get what I prayed for, but it was in a way that I didn't expect. That might be resonating with some of you, okay? And when I talked about coming full circle, you're about to come full circle with something, but you will complete something here. I'm seeing the World card, Gemini, if you just stop resisting change, okay? Change is inevitable. The winds of change. It's like the seasons. The seasons happen no matter what the hell we do. We cannot control that. We can't even control the direction of the wind, correct? So why are you trying to force the wind to blow in one way when God is trying to get it to blow? God always has it blowing in a particular direction. You see what I'm saying? So, and it's like with the seasons changing, like for me, I would love it if it was summer all the time, but it doesn't matter. But it's it's kind of funny because when I lived in Maryland, I didn't really like the winters too much. I was born and raised in Florida, so uh, I would make jokes and say, I wish we didn't have winter. I wish we didn't have to experience it, but there is always a reason for every season. Okay, so this is the same thing that God is trying to convey to you about just going with the flow and just letting the wind take you, allowing the wind to take you where it needs to take you. I kind of messed that up, and not that it matters. I can't remember the quote, but I think you guys are smart enough to know what I'm talking about. So just go with the flow. You may feel like you're being caught up in a whirlwind of something. Maybe there have been tower moments happening to you, or you're trying to resist the inevitable. It's like the tower in the reverse, or even the 10 of swords in the reverse. It's like something needs to come to an end. You're not allowing it to end because you're resisting change. And when we resist change, guys, this is like controlling the wheel of fortune. Forces are beyond our control, guys, because at the end of the day, we're always being led to a better, positive place, a more like paradise, to a more harmonious state of being, in a state of peace. And if we say, nope, 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 God, I'm not doing that. No, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to do it my way. It's kind of like the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, maybe Queen of Wands in the reverse. All right. The more you resist change, the more destruction you're going to encounter. The more frustrated you're going to feel. The more angst you're going to feel. The more you're going to be like, oh my God, what the hell? I can't get away from this. It's because you're not surrendering to God. It's like hangman energy. Just let go and let God. Walk away from those things that don't serve you. 8 of Cups. And start flowing like the ocean. Right? The ocean doesn't have to think about where it's going. The waves just crash into the shore because that's how it's supposed to be. God controls all of that. All right? But there's also something about with whatever you're resisting change, you really got to get into that like Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands energy, the bravery, the boldness. You need to take action on the things that you want, and you have to visualize the success that you are going to be able to handle whatever it is that's coming your way when you're on that path of the unknown. Okay, maybe some of you're resisting change because you're lacking the courage, you're lacking the confidence, there's no boldness to go where no man, woman has gone before because you're afraid of what might happen, or you're afraid of the past repeating. She's balancing on the earth. From what I'm seeing here is that she's trying to walk. She's trying to get somewhere, but she needs to balance herself on this earth here. There is also something about grounding. Maybe you guys need to connect more with nature. You need to get grounded more to help you to muster up that courage to do something. This may literally be for somebody something about moving across the ocean or traveling somewhere or moving to the other side of the world, because I'm seeing somebody flying a plane over water or something like that. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Okay, remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. So there's something about you need to get grounded to find a lot more balance. There's also something about water therapy because of the Ocean's card. I see 3 of Wands with this because you are about to embark on something that you've never done before. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, because you know that there's something better. 8 of Cups. There is something better out there for you, but you keep resisting it because there's some hesitation here. You're lacking the bravery to actually just go ahead and do what God is asking you to do. And you are, you may have been stalling, you may have been hesitating on this because you don't want things to change. But again, you got to trust where God is leading you towards. You got to follow your divine guidance. Chariot, take action. Just trust that you can get through whatever this is, and you will be able to, you'll be fine is what I just heard, okay? You'll be able to handle this. God's not going to give you anything that you can't handle. So with oceans here, this is expansion. This is exploration. This is expanding your horizons here. Having the courage to do it. Not resting on your laurels and saying, okay, There's this vastness of the world that is being presented to me with a myriad of opportunities. All right. You do have all these opportunities. You just have to take the risk and just do it. And along the way, Spirit is asking you to maintain that balance. But there's this strong connection with the earth here. There's also probably for others of you grounding your emotions. Because maybe resisting change, there's a little bit of stubbornness here, and maybe you're allowing your emotions to get the best of you and trying to have your emotions dictate what it is that you need to be doing. So some of you are being asked to, something with root chakra energy, to get grounded. Connect with Mother Earth, connect with God, connect with Spirit. And tell yourself that you are brave enough for this change. Okay? It's time for exploration. It's time for you to see what else is out there. If you want change in your life, Gemini, you're going to have to do something where you're going to have to leave your comfort zone as well. It's like, where's that quote? You have to lose sight of the shore if you want to see what else is out there. I know there's something about losing sight of the shore, right? The shore is your comfort zone. You want things to expand. You want things to be different. You know that there's something better for you, but it's like, I don't want to give up on this. I don't want to give up on that. I don't want to change the environment that I'm in. I don't want to whatever. You can't go exploring if you don't get on that ship. You're only going to be able to see so much from the viewpoint of where you're at the shore. So it's time to push the boat out, Gemini. Don't give in to that fear. Change is inevitable. Change is necessary for our evolution of the soul. So it's time to go forth and conquer, Gemini. Because I can tell you what's ahead of you is something that you could have never asked or prayed for. So there's also something about, there's also hidden, something's hidden because of the moon card. Somebody's hiding something, or you're hiding something. There's a secret that needs to be revealed. Change is on the horizon. Again, the winds of change. The seasons are about to change too. We're ready in fall. We're soon going to be approaching winter in about a month or so. You see how she's hiding her face? This is kind of funny because my counterpart would tell me often, you do not like showing your face, and I have a video on this, and I just kind of laugh at it now because he was right all along. For so long, I had the security blanket with my hair, and when I was younger, I would wear these bangs. Yes, I have bangs now, but it gave me a different type of power this time around. I'm not afraid to show my face. And some of you, there's something about being bold and brave and showing who you are. It's getting, you're hiding yourself, all right? You don't want to show your face, but you need to be comfortable with that. Maybe for some of you, that's the change here, okay? Or your intuition is telling you to just go ahead and make that change. Just go where the wind takes you. And because there's something about tower moments that are coming to you, or they keep coming to you, Gemini, because you are resisting the change. When again, God knows what's best for you. You just gotta trust God in this. Ask him to give you the courage to traverse these oceans, the vastness of the oceans, the unexplored. Okay? Whatever your intuition is telling you, trust in it. Push the boat away from the shore, Gemini. Your intuition is calling you to do it. You or somebody around you has been hiding something. It's time for you to reveal yourself, to come out of the darkness, to come out of hiding. Let your hair down. Don't keep yourself from showing the world the real you. That message keeps coming up in these readings about showing your true, authentic self. You can't hide anymore, Gemini. This is also divine feminine energy. There's a balance here between your feminine and masculine. Trusting your intuition to take action on something, because bravery ties into masculine energy. This could also literally be something about being affected by the moon's cycles. Okay, at the time I'm recording this, I believe Virgo, the moon is in Virgo, and it's right by the sun in Scorpio, and Scorpio's south node. So this is a very difficult time at the time I'm recording this for some of you, okay? Maybe you're going through the dark night of the soul right now. There's a lot going on. This is the time to tap into your feminine side as well, as long as your masculine side, or there's something about there's something that's suppressing the divine feminine side within you. Okay, and remember, feminine energy means energy. It doesn't mean gender. This is about planning. This is about being patient, resting, rejuvenation, taking it easy. Cycles of the moon. There are cycles to everything. And there's this, I talked about the seasons, right? There's a reason why we go through those seasons. Which is why I was talking about, I wish we didn't have a winter, but I understand the meaning of why we need the winter time. That's rest. It's hibernation. It's taking it slow. Right? So if something is pushing up against you, don't push back. All right? It could be this change. This change keeps coming up and you're like pushing the change away. It's like the tides, right? The moon affects the tides, right? So there's something here about you're pushing against that tide. You're trying to swim against the current, oceans, when you should just allow yourself to go with the flow. That is feminine energy as well. But it's time to come out of the dark, Gemini, into the light. This is a dark card. This is a much brighter card. Trust what your intuition is telling you, Gemini. Be bold and be brave. It's time to come out of hiding. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see what you need to focus on. What does Gemini need to focus on, Holy Spirit? Archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, the moon almost flipped over. I saw it. Holy Spirit, Archangels, what does Gemini need to focus on? I guess they changed their mind at the last minute. She keeps coming up in the readings this week, guys. This also showed up in the Thursday daily for my Capella members. And those who are my members, you know what I was talking about with this energy. I said Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Knight of Wands. Here we go with that fire energy. Oh my God. Geez Louise, Gemini. The Nine of Cups with the Ten of Cups and the Star card? Okay, what's going on here? See, I knew it. There's something amazing, beautiful happening for you, Gemini. You gotta stop resisting. You've been given the warnings. You gotta stop pushing back what is meant for you. Do you have any idea what this is? This is wishes, dreams coming true, happily ever after. This is bliss times a million. For those of you who have been going with the flow, who have been trusting your intuition, you've been allowing God to take you where you need to be. You stopped resisting change. You were being brave and saying, okay, God, this is what you have for me. Fine. It's exactly what happened to me, why I ended up here. And I drove all the way down here and I had car issues and all types of crazy shit. And it was scary because I honestly did not know if my car was going to make it, but by the grace of God, it did. I trusted in God, in the universe to get here. There was the bravery that I needed. I had to be confident in myself and confident in God and confident with the universe that I was going to get where I needed to go. And I needed to trust in God with that change that He was bringing about in my life. Okay? So for some of you who have been braving the stormy seas, the vastness of the ocean, there is a lot of things happening for you. It's incredible. Miracles are going to come flooding in. Your wishes, your dreams are coming true. You got both wish cards, Gemini. You're about to experience the happily ever after because you trusted. You had faith, you had hope, and you were just going with the flow. You were being your authentic self. You weren't hiding anymore behind your hair. I know this message is for me too, because this was a huge thing that I had to get over. I had to stepping out of my comfort zone, pushing myself away from the shore, which involved me showing my light and not hiding in the dark, not hiding behind a curtain. I didn't want to do that for so long. I was resisting that change. And some of you have done it. You got over that fear of showing who you really are and not being afraid to kind of expose part of that darkness about you too. And through that, you actually found contentment, satisfaction, and joy. That you being your authentic self and not hiding behind your hair, literally for some, not hiding behind, just not hiding. Not showing your face, not exposing who you really are. You started to realize that you feel in alignment with God. You feel happier that way when you're trying not to be someone else. I'm telling you, I'm an example of it. When I stopped that right there and was embracing my feminine side fully, everything for me changed. And guess what it did? It brought me to this. I found that power within myself. This allowed me to shine my light brightly than I ever thought possible. And my counterpart said the same thing. You need to shine your light, girl. That's exactly what he said. He said, you can't hide behind your face. This is literally what he told me. I cannot get over the fact that card about hiding in darkness not showing your true feminine side, whether you're male or female, that was pertaining to me too. And when I stopped doing that and I start both confidence and bravery, even though bravery is more of the masculine energy, but you get my point. That being that energy more often, it led me to being in my power. I became more confident about myself. If you watch the Leo reading, I actually cried in it because I talked about, I was actually emotional about how far I have come. And this is where your power comes from, guys, when you are your true, authentic self. Nobody can dethrone you. You're no longer self-conscious. You're no longer trying to conform to what everybody else is telling you to do, dress, say, look, be. Being in this power, being really confident and strong in your abilities, in your creative talents. You trust the gifts that God has given you. You trust that you have the ability to live up to your full potential, which leads into leadership, which leads into you shining your light so brightly that you magnetize others and you inspire others because of all the challenges and difficulties you had faced. And it's funny because with this energy, this is a very attractive person too. She has this sex appeal about her, but she doesn't use it in a controlling way. She doesn't abuse her power with that. Whether she's attractive or not, she knows that the power comes from within. Her light needs to shine from within in order to be emitted out of her and sharing it with the world. This is not the power coming, like expecting everyone else to give you that power. You find that power from within. And that ties into being who you are. The vulnerability. You're not afraid to be out there naked. Not literally, guys, but you know what I mean. And you know, the star card has been showing up in practically every reading too. This is very significant. Exposure. Full exposure. Full disclosure. Whatever. You start to realize, holy shit, I've never felt so satisfied in my life when I'm being who I was destined to be. Warts and all, okay? Flaws and all, Gemini. Because I'm not perfect, you're not perfect, nobody's perfect. But that's the beauty in us, right? Because at the end of the day, God looks at us as his perfect children. And there's something here about looks, all right? People are getting hung up. Some of you are getting hung up on your looks or something, or you're thinking that you can't be a leader. You can't be that powerful. You can't be this inspiration to others because you don't look the part. Sagittarius got this message too, okay? I'm not smart enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not handsome enough. I don't look the part. There's no way I can tap into this energy. It comes from within. It does not matter what you look like on the outside. Now, I will say what I talked about, I think it was the Leo, the reading, and the Sagittarius, because they both had this in their reading, and other readings too, to include my membership readings. Like, she keeps popping up. So does this star card. Aquarius energy could be strong for you here. Maybe you have Aquarius moon for somebody. Some people, when I would tell them that I had very low self-esteem issues and I was not confident in myself and my abilities, let alone my intelligence, a lot of people look at me like, are you serious? You had that problem? Because this is not being conceited, but based on what everybody has told me, they found me to be they find me to be a very attractive individual. I see that too in myself now, but I didn't see that before. And some people look at me like I'm crazy when I tell them that I had very low self-esteem and I was hiding. I had self-esteem issues, guys. I did for more than half my life. Which is why I like to hide behind my hair for years. I was self-conscious like you wouldn't believe. Attractive people can very well be self-conscious, okay? So don't think that that doesn't happen. But I started to realize when I was trying to be like other people and I was like, no, I'm going to cower away. I'm not going to shine my light. I'm going to just let it dim. I was not happy because of that self-consciousness about myself. I was like, oh, I don't look like that person. I don't look like that person. Trust me. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. There was something about my appearance I had a huge complex with. I'm too short. I'm too curvy, you know, because I'm a very short person. I'm only like 5'4" or whatever. And, you know, I'm of Hispanic heritage, so I have like a bit of a hourglass shape. My legs are short. I always had an issue with the stature of my legs or whatever. All of that, guys. Like, all of it. That's why I hid so much. I kept myself in the dark. When God's like, what the hell are you doing, Jess? You are a leader. You are here to inspire people. You have more power than you think you have. You're stronger than what you allow yourself to believe. That's what you guys focus on. You have to understand that you have this power within you, Gemini. This has been coming up a lot. You've got to show the world who you are. You can't hide anymore. You have to have that confidence about yourself and tap into your masculine side to be bold and brave, to go where no person has gone before, to go out there and explore, go forth and conquer. She is the queen because she believes in herself, as she knows she's here to help others get to that sort of level. It's the same thing with you. She knows what she wants and she gets it because she attracts it. She's so high vibrational that it just comes to her like a magnet. Some of you Geminis may be dealing with someone who could be intimidating to you. If you are the divine masculine watching this, because I know some of you are, you may be very well intimidated by a feminine here, divine feminine, who's very powerful. She's very confident and set her way. She could be very attractive too. And she's got her wits about her. She is this beacon of light, faith, and hope. And you're like, holy shit, I'm intimidated by this person. I'm not. That could be very well for some of you, if you're the divine masculine here watching this, why you're like kind of resistant to change. The wind is trying to push you towards your Queen of Wands, and you're kind of resisting that because there's some sort of intimidation here. Which is why we have the bravery. You got to come out of hiding. You can't let this person intimidate you anymore, Gemini. You may think that this person's going to be controlling and demanding and egotistical and vain, utilizing their good looks for their advantage, something like that. Somebody here may be thinking that. But the thing is, you're afraid that this person, right? The fear here, that this person may be like somebody else that you dealt with. Someone who had a temper, someone who was very demanding, jealous. Again, misusing their power. You may be thinking that if you you take the leap of faith, okay? Here's faith. And you brave the stormy seas and go after this feminine here, you're afraid that she is going to turn into this, all right? However, your intuition knows that that's not going to be the case. Trust in what your intuition is telling you about this Queen of Wands, okay? You know this person, you're destined to be with this person. There's a mission that you guys need to fulfill together. You got to keep the faith. You need to trust the universe. This is all about trusting here. Because what you feel about this Queen of Wands is on point. This Queen of Wands can give you the happily ever after, the life that you always wanted but you never had. A happy, harmonious, blissful marriage, family. There could also be a little bit of a hesitation to blend families because some of you have kids or a kid and your person does, or one of you has kids, and you're afraid that that person is going to turn into a very controlling, demanding person, and there's going to be favoritism over one child or something like that. I'm getting that for somebody here. and you are allowing that to affect your decision making. All right? There could be also about a hesitation because you're fine on your own. You're happily single. You're enjoying life. You've got to this place on your own. But you're afraid, some of you are afraid that when you come into union with this person, that it's going to go down south. You need to believe in miracles, Gemini, for whoever needs to hear this. You've wished upon a star to be with this person, to get married, to have a family with this person, because you know that this person makes you very happy. But I mean like bliss. This is bliss times 100, okay? You feel like you're amongst the stars. It's like this person takes you to the stratosphere. They take you outside of the earth. The earth is right there. It's like you're on earth, but you feel like you're in the heavens. Oh, thank you, Holy Spirit. This person makes you feel like you're in heaven. Thank you for that. Wow. You've been so inspired and so enamored with this person. You're like, this person does not make me feel like this. But again, with trusting your feelings, trusting what your heart's telling you, if you know what this person like makes you feel ridiculously blissful here, why would you not want to be with this person, Gemini? Okay? That's for, I'm getting more, this is for masculines who are watching this. You are being drawn to this person, you can't resist it anymore. Because this person is magnetic. This person's also manifesting you, and you're manifesting them. You've wished on a star. You've prayed and hoped for this person. You may have prayed and hoped for this type of life too. Having a storybook life, which is possible. Your wish will definitely come true here. Your dreams are coming true. Everything that you could ever hope for is manifesting into the physical. And the others of you, you got to keep the faith. You've got to release all negativity, because negative thoughts, people who are negative, they block your manifestations. You have tremendous power to manifest anything that you want, Gemini. But that ties into you being your true authentic self. If you are not in alignment with who you really are, that means you're not in alignment with God. That means you're not in alignment with what it is you want the universe to bring to you. You're pushing it away. That's how it works. If you lack self-confidence, if you're doubting yourself, if you're hiding behind something, your dreams, your hopes, your wishes aren't going to manifest because you're not in alignment with it. You've also got to trust in your dreams, in what it is that you're desiring. You've got to trust that God, the universe, is going to bring it to you, but that ties into your power to manifest those things. And that ties in shining your light, because your vibration is everything. Low vibrational energies don't attract our heart's desires, Gemini. Okay, so look what's underneath the Queen of Wands. It's the Star card. It's the Ace of Swords. See? Truth is everything. There's something about somebody needs to communicate their truth to this Queen of Wands. Be bold and be brave. Have that confidence in yourself to go after what it is you want. You've been trying to manifest this person into your life. You've been praying about it, hoping for it, having faith, wishing for it. All somebody needs to do here is to communicate their truth. That's it. Look at the fools after that. Take the leap of faith. I told you. It's going to be a life that you've never lived before. Complete happiness, contentment, material, emotional wealth here. Having it all. You two are becoming one. You're going to have this amazing family together, the blended family that's going to work out fine. Everybody's going to get along because God, the universe, is bringing this together. They are fulfilling your heart's desires, your wishes. You just need to be in your power, be yourself. And if you're the one who's coming after this queen, you need to communicate your truth. You need to make that decision because you know that this decision of yours is the right one. Because if you don't feel like this when you make a decision, guys, then it's not for you. It's not your truth. Part of understanding that what something is for you is when you feel blissful. You feel like you're in cloud 100. You feel like it's heaven to you. It's peaceful. It's harmonious. Everything's aligned. I'm also getting that the stars are now aligned for this union to happen. Because you have achieved this satisfaction within yourself. You've achieved self-fulfillment here. And you can't get to the 10 until you get to the 9 first. And in order for you to get to the 9, you got to be happy with yourself. You've got to be confident within yourself and everything else that comes with this Queen of Wands that I already said. So you've gotten here because of here. You found the joy in being who you are. And because you've achieved this, you're now going to be blessed with the 10 of Cups. Life as you know it, Gemini, is going to be beyond anything you could have ever imagined. You've hoped and prayed for this and it's coming true. But that's for those of you who are in this power now. You're showing your face. You're not hiding behind your true self. You're not hiding your true self anymore. The truth is right there. Wow. Okay. Excuse me. Jeez Louise, the sun's at the top of the deck. Like, I can't even say anything else. Hold on. They want me to write what I just said. See? That sun card's there. Having everything under the sun. You've healed tremendously. You found your contentment. You remain positive and optimistic. So, for those of you who are still not there yet, I mean, guys, I've been through it. I never ever thought that me being my true self is, I just can't get over this, guys. I mean, you have to bear with me because, and I'm Gemini sun, if you guys don't already know, but that is so significant for me because I used to hide behind my hair. I used to have an issue with showing my face. I did. I really, really did. And it's just amazing. It's the same thing for you guys. If I can do it, you can do it too. And there are some of you who are, you're very attractive people, and you're kind of, people look at you like, how are you hiding behind all that? You're hiding behind that. You don't need to do that anymore. Some of you are resisting. You're like, nope, I'm fine. I'm fine in the dark. I'm fine keeping my truth to myself. I'm fine being Gemini in the dark. That's not who you're meant to be. You're here to inspire other people. You're here to be a leader. You're destined to be an excellent leader here. Sorry, I'm still writing. Okay. Let's see what you need to avoid. What does Gemini need to avoid, Holy Spirit? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. There's some miracle that's about to happen. Some of you are being tested to see if you're going to resist change. Oh my God. Look, the sun comes out. 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups. I told you, and the sun. I said the world. Things need to come full circle. What was I talking about with this card? I said that something needs to come full circle, but you're blocking yourself. You're getting in your own way. Spirit, the universe is trying to get something to end for you, to close out a chapter, because an even better life is right there on the horizon for you, Gemini. I said life is going to be something beyond anything you could ever have imagined. You're stalling. Some of you are stalling because of the resistance to change. I don't know. Is the 10 of Cups possible? I'm kind of fine on my own. I don't want anything to disrupt the good life that I'm living. I don't want anyone or anything to disrupt my happiness. But guys, the 9 is not completion. It's not the end. You're thinking it's the end. Oh, this is as happy as I can get. Absolutely not. As I said, you can't have this type of life on your own. You just can't. There's another level here. This is like, I don't know, I'm getting, it's like beyond agape love right here. This is divine love. This is not divine love. This is divine love for yourself, but you are meant to experience and share it with somebody else. And it magnifies the love between you two, the light between you two, and it magnifies everything else. Okay? Rainbows could be significant for you. If you keep seeing rainbows, Gemini, and you've probably been saying them for a long time, for like a year or so, you need to trust in what God is bringing to your life. It's the calm after the storm. It's the happily ever after. It's believing in the impossible. The impossible is actually becoming possible because God, the universe, is bringing it to you. There's where the faith comes in and the trust comes in. God is trying to bring this to everybody, but you've got to stop resisting. You are meant to live an incredibly blissful life full of harmony and divine love. This is a divine relationship. You've also got to focus on being happy on your own first. And you will get to the 9 of Cups when you are in your power with being who you are. But some of you are stalling. There's disappointment here. You're disappointed that something hasn't come to an end, that life hasn't changed for you yet, because you got to be the change. You got to tap into your Queen of Wands energy. This could be resisting change too, because you don't want to move to the next thing because you're like, well, I'm okay here. I don't think it can get any better. Who said that, Gemini? Some of you are thinking that, oh, there's no way. There's more happiness than this. There's more contentment than this. Oh, yes, and you share it with somebody. God did not intend for man and woman to be alone. All right? You're delaying something. This is stagnation. The universe is trying to get something to close out for you, Gemini, and you're pushing it back. Because it has something to do with you don't want to shine your light. You don't want to be who you really are. To stand up for yourself. Be bold and brave. Some of you are taking shortcuts. Instead of going with the flow, going with the seasons of change and all that stuff, to just get you to close out something. Again, when you're resisting what God has for you, you're delaying moving to the next level. This is feeling fulfilled fully. Satisfaction and contentment, feeling whole within yourself. Okay? great achievement. You have a sense of belonging. When you have that sense of belonging, it's because you're loving yourself. You're happy with yourself, with who you are. Okay? Some of you, it's the going back and forth. I don't know. You can go with this or you can go with that. You can go with this or you can go with that. Who's that song? That's not Skilo, is it? That's somebody else. I know somebody else. Skilo has that other song. Anyway. You've been going back and forth on something. God's like, here it is, Gemini. No, I don't think so. This is afraid of change. God's giving you an opportunity for growth, for change here, Gemini, but you're a little bit hesitant because you're not sure. Look at the boat. The boat has left the shore, has it not? You're still standing on the shore. Somebody else is like, oh, I got in the boat, Gemini. There's another Gemini who's already on the boat, and you're still on the shore. Like, I don't want to look at that. I don't want to go out to sea. I don't want to go see what else is out there. You got to have the faith. Change is inevitable here. There's something here that maybe life has been balanced for you on your own. You've been like, okay, I got my priorities straight. Things are, looking up. I've got my finances balanced. I've got my life balanced. Cool. But then when someone else comes in, you're probably thinking, do I have to give up my priorities? Do I need to change my priorities? But here's the thing. If you're marrying somebody, you're coming to union with someone, you talk about the priorities, right? You don't get into this state where you're going to think that you're going to lose what it is that you've already been doing, all right? There are going to be compromises because the Ten of Cups, you get to there when you compromise. But there's this hesitation because I don't want to change how things are right now because everything's going so smoothly. I'm in my calm waters right now, but I'm afraid if I add another variable to this, it will cause me to lose balance. There's also something with finances here. I'm afraid of sharing my finances. I'm afraid of sharing the wealth. I'm afraid of whatever. Money. My money is cool. It's stable. But I don't know what's going to happen when I'm... And then this Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ten of Cups energy. This is about planning and execution. Go within, listen to your intuition, plan it, and then tap into that masculine energy of taking action on it. Some of you continuously make a poor choice because of the resistance to change. You're afraid of change. And then what you're choosing is keeping you stuck. What you're choosing is making you stagnant. It's not allowing the universe to close out a major chapter in your life because of the choices you are not making for your highest good. You could be overcommitting to certain tasks, certain opportunities, certain things in your life, overcommitting to people because you're trying to avoid something. You got to learn to be adaptable to change here, Gemini. You got to be able to be decisive, make quick decisions because your intuition says, okay, this is for me, and then you're not wishy-washy. And I know this is a tough thing for Geminis because I've been there. I'd be like, I don't know, what should I choose? And then I'm kind of allowing other people's influences to make me decide. No, you choose what is right for you. Don't go by what somebody else says. Trust your intuition on this choice you need to make. There's also this prioritizing yourself, putting yourself on the front burner is important. You have the ability to juggle a lot of things where you don't drop the ball. But some of you may be dropping the ball because you're taking on too many things. The Queen of Wands is a juggler too. She juggles too many things, and then it causes her to lose her balance, and then it raises more of her masculine energy, and that's when her tempers flare. That's where she gets demanding and controlling. So you already know what choice to make. Stop going back and forth on it. There is this fear about the change because you know when you make this choice, your life is going to change. There is something here about those who are blending families, okay? Somebody here, and I'm getting into masculine energy, you know that this person, the Queen of Wands, they make you feel like you've never felt before. Why would you resist that? This is what God wants for everybody to feel on this earthly plane. He wants us to have heaven on earth. So if he's giving you heaven on earth through somebody, why are you resisting that? Do you really want to be the opposite of that? I don't think so, Gemini. And you know what choice to make. You've been continuously making poor choices that are not bringing you this. So why would you continue to do that? God's trying to give you a completely different world here. So stop making those poor choices. You already know the decision to make because we saw the Ace of Swords. It's the energy of the weekly. This is appearing in practically every reading. You made the decision. Take the next step and just do it. What is the hesitation? The hesitation is resistant to change because you're afraid that what you're feeling that you're going to have is not actually going to be it when you actually get into union with this person, when you actually marry this person, when you follow your dreams, your wishes, your goals, whatever this is. You've got to be brave and make the choice. There's something about feeling rejected or left out of the cold. There is somebody here who has overcome financial hardships, maybe from a divorce or something like that, or a serious illness. Okay. And you've gotten your life back together, back into balance. This could have been something where you lost a lot of money and, you know, you were trying to adapt to the change of having very little or something like that. Little money in the bank. Maybe you were mismanaging your money and you lost all your money or something and you started to learn how to adaptively manage your finances. But others of you, this is very low self-esteem, lack of self-worth. You don't think you're deserving. You think you're not worthy. Wayne's World. Maybe somebody's watching Wayne's World right now or you watched it recently. That's what I just got. That's hilarious. You feel like you're not worthy. Oh my God. Wasn't it Mike Myers' character when isn't he dating, was it that, what's her real name? Is it Cassandra? That really hot Asian chick. There's something here with that because she's like Queen of Wands. And they would be like, I'm not worthy of her, right? Somebody is thinking that you're not you're not deserving of that person. Why would you think that, Gemini? You're deserving of everything in the world. You really are. It doesn't matter what you did in the past or how you treated that person. If you want to change things with that person, if you've changed yourself, that person has also changed and you have aligned yourself with wanting that person in your life because there's somebody for here. It's a person that you've been wishing and hoping for. You've been dreaming about somebody like this coming into your life and that person presented themselves to you, but you backed off for whatever reason. Because you didn't believe that that was possible. This person was probably a unicorn to you. And you felt like you weren't deserving of that person, but you are. There's also an energy of you guys wanting a miracle to happen. You want financial stability, security, whatever, because there's a lack here. You may have been making poor choices with your money, all right? Money comes in, money goes out, or maybe it's just a matter of you're tired of like money coming in and money going out when you're trying to, you know, remain stable. You want this cycle to end here, this chapter in your life to end with always having very little money in the bank or something like that. But it looks like that's changing because you stayed focused on your mission work. Okay? Even though you were having hardships or illnesses or something, and you were trying to balance your life out, you were prioritizing yourself, your health, whatever, feeling a little bit down and out because you weren't getting the support that you needed, or you weren't making sales, or, you know, money wasn't coming in for something. And when you had the money, you had to use it for something else that was what you needed to spend the money on. And even though you were going through these difficulties, these hardships, you maintained your balance as best as you could. You were prioritizing your health, your happiness, and you continued to stay dedicated to mission. You were continuing to do what you loved regardless. You kept building and building. You kept working hard on your dharma. Or you were working so hard on your mission work, or what you did, because this purpose, your mission, you worked very hard on yourself to heal yourself, to get out of being in the dark, right? To get out of hiding, to emerge from the darkness. Somebody here worked very hard on themselves. You also worked very hard to help others, to inspire others. A business, your mission work, whatever this is. But you're feeling a little bit down and out because no matter how much you tried, no matter how much hard work you put in, you weren't getting the financial results for some of you. You maybe were overcommitting, or you were doing too much. Maybe you were choosing other people instead of choosing yourself. But there's something here where you realize this, and you had to learn from your mistakes of not putting everything into your work, but more into yourself, right? You told yourself, okay, I know I'm mission driven, I know I'm here for a purpose, but I also got to balance out my life. I got to do what is right for me. There's some huge thing about balance and just taking care of you. This is also rest and rejuvenation. I talked about that. I forgot about that. To help you to get back into balance, into a more harmonious state. This is a balance about doing what you were called to do for others and balancing out what you need to do for yourself. Because, yeah, some of you are overcommitting yourself to your mission work. All right? Or focusing too much on a project, on a business. You're not learning from your past mistakes about this. This is disharmony. There's third parties that are getting in your way for some of you. They're keeping you from your work or keeping you from being balanced. Don't get hung up on the money stuff. Resisting change, because you know some of you are staying in a relationship or staying in a job or situation that is not for your highest good. You know there's something better. The life that you once lived, Gemini, is not the life you should be living anymore, because God's got bigger, better plans for you. Some of you are afraid to leave a job because it pays the bills and you're afraid to be without. You're afraid to go bankrupt. You're afraid to not have enough to pay your bills. But that's where you need to trust God and the universe, that God is your only source and supply. This is more about you having the ability to magnetized to manifest what it is which you want. The Queen of Wands does not have to put in a tremendous amount of hard work to manifest what it is she's desiring. Her energy, her power is what brings it to her. Okay? But there's a balance, there's something about balancing that out. Balance between what you need to do for mission, what you need to do for yourself. But all those of you, if you're in a 9-to-5 job or something and it's not inspiring, you don't like doing it, it's not fruitful, there's nothing that's conducive to that. It's like you want it to end, but it's kind of like, well, the job pays the bills. But there's something here that you've been asked to do. There's mission, there's purpose here. You're being called to lead others, to inspire others with whatever talents you have. These are God-given talents right here. This is God asking you to start utilizing those gifts and talents that you have and build something off of it. Build something masterful. This is Dharma work, okay? Doing what you love based off the creative talents and gifts and skills that God gave you. Because you know that life you're living right now, Gemini, you're not happy. You're emotionally fulfilled, emotionally unfulfilled. God, that's what I said. God does not want you to be disappointed all the time. He doesn't want you to be unhappy. He wants you to feel like you're in heaven. He wants you to feel this incredible amount of bliss. And whatever it is that you're in, the relationship, the job, whatever it is, the environment, you know it doesn't bring you happiness. You know it's not for your highest good. You've got to walk away from it because you're not happy there. You're faking your happiness. You're pretending that, oh, this is fine. I like my life and I like what I'm doing, and a lot of you don't. I'm fine in this relationship, but apparently there's no teamwork in the relationship, whatever this is for you. You don't feel like you're enough, no matter how hard you try in the relationship. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. This is afraid of commitment. This is uncommitted. You need to commit to yourself, or you need to commit to someone or recommit to someone. You have to maintain your positivity about this because positive changes are on the horizon. Remain optimistic. This is counterparts reconnecting, twin flames reconnecting. Some of you know that this is on the horizon. That, again, with the sun and all, I mean, I can't get over about the amount of bliss and happiness you guys, God wants for you. This is nuts. This is nuts. With the happiness, I told you, bliss times 1,000 or 100, whatever I said. You are going to feel like you are living heaven on earth, Gemini. So stop resisting. Stop pushing back what God has meant for you. Start making the necessary changes that you know you need to make to get yourself into alignment with this. And that starts with your happiness first. Holy crap. The stars are... Okay, let me go back as I'm getting all of these messages. So you got to learn to have more fun in life. You got to do things that make you happy. Some of you are too caught up in your connection with your person. Focusing too much on the connection with your person. You're wanting this person to fulfill you, but you got to fulfill yourself first. Your counterpart is not going to bring you this heaven on earth, guys. You got to find heaven on earth on your own. But what happens is when you do that, God magnifies that bliss for you when you come into permanent union with your person. But it starts with you first, which is why the Nine of Pentacles is before everything else on this, my stand here. You know you're not happy. Stop engaging in the jobs and relationships that you are not happy in. The environment, the job, whatever that is. Stop faking your happiness, Gemini. That you are being untrue to yourself. You cannot expect to be in alignment with this amazing shit right here if you are still down in the dumps. You're still emotionally unfulfilled and you just feel like very, very low. That is not in alignment with this. I mean, you have no idea what God's about, He wants to bring to you, but you've got to do your part first. You got to stop stalling. You got to stop mistrusting the universe. You got to stop being pessimistic about it. I don't think this is possible. You've got to believe in the impossible. You got to believe in miracles, because God is trying to show you grace. He's trying to show you what He can do for each and every one of us, but it's a matter of us to stop pushing back and stop doubting that this is even possible. I mean, guys, this is some reading. You need to let go and let God of what doesn't serve you. You're ready to walk away from this. You know there is something better. I said it. I called the Eight of Cups and the World card. There's a whole new world waiting for you. It's beyond belief. I mean, the amount of happiness that God is going to bring to you, it's beyond anything anybody could ever imagine. It's heaven on earth, guys. It is possible, but it starts with you first. You gotta stop being dishonest with yourself and others, Gemini. Stop staying whatever this is for the wrong reasons. There is something way, way more amazing out there for you. Way more amazing. I mean, look at the cards on the board. The cards do not lie, but that will be yours when you stop resisting. Excuse me. You gotta stop resisting. There's an ego block here. You gotta tap into your inner child and just live life, Gemini. Have fun first on your own, and then everything will magically appear for you. But there's also about continually to be at a high vibrational state, the agape level, which is violet flame, which is the highest frequency of all. But there's something about you balancing your life. Some of you, I just heard, yeah, you're focusing too much on your person. You're debating whether this is your counterpart, your twin flame, or not. Go by what you feel when you're around this person. It's magical. It's like, I've never felt this way around this person. You need to trust in that. For those of you in these twin flame connections and you're doubting this, you are focusing too much on your person. You are expecting your person to bring you joy and happiness and contentment and bliss. This is not the role of your divine masculine. You need to find it first. Your person is not going to fill your cups. You are. This is the bonus. The permanent union is the bonus when you get to where God needs you to be, when you're your full, authentic self and you stop hiding behind a curtain. You've got to be more optimistic about this connection and stop looking at it like your person is going to be the end all be all for your happiness. That's not what this is about. Twin flame relationships are not about romance. There's a mission that you guys have to fulfill. I said that at the beginning of the reading. It's mission oriented. You are going to be spiritual leaders. You're going to be an inspiration to others because God is going to use you as a true example of what a divine couple is. That's part of your mission. But if you can't be your divine self, don't expect you to come into union when you're not there yet. Because then you won't be able to fulfill the mission with your person. And your person's got to be their divine selves too. It's all about self-love first and mastering that. Excuse me. For the others of you who are in alignment, Things are going to get more stable for you. If you're dealing with financial hardships, there's a freaking miracle that's coming for you because you're coming out of the woods. There are positive changes happening. Fives are about changes. There are positive changes happening in your life. You really stuck it out, Gemini. For those of you who've gone through a lot, you've lost a lot, you've sacrificed a lot, you have financial issues, maybe you had an illness that you had to overcome, and you tried to remain stable. You tried to continue to focus on what is really for your highest good. You stayed committed to your Dharma. You walked away from what didn't serve you. You left a lot behind, Gemini. But what you are gaining is way more than you could ever imagine. What you're gaining is this. Having everything under the sun. Having a connection, a companion who's going to support you, who is going to love you in a way you've never been loved, you're going to have this heaven on earth with this person. That's the reward for you leaving everything behind, even leaving, coming out of the dark here and being your true authentic self. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be completed before you can have this love of a lifetime. A love that is warm, it's comforting, it's beyond blissful, but it's also because it's coming from respect for each other and honoring each other as who you authentically are. No masks, period. No pretending anything, because that is not alignment with God's truth. This is truth here. I bet you $1 million these people are naked. They're going to be showing their true colors, their true authentic self to each other, and that is what is going to bring about this divine connection. So you walked away from what didn't serve you. The jobs, the house you were in, you've lost a lot, but you're gaining. Oh my God. You're gaining something amazing here. And your person, they're not happy without, they're happy, but they know there's something missing. They know there's something better, and they're going from the 9 of Cups to the 10 because they want the 10 with you. You are the one who's going to bring the happily ever after in their life. Yes, they've been well-to-do. They have a successful business or whatever this is. They've been working hard on themselves too. They've achieved union with self, but they're like, there's more to this. I want to share my happiness with someone. I want to share my wealth with somebody. Somebody's recognizing you for helping them to get to where they needed to be. They're recognizing your light. They're seeing what you've done to them. They're seeing how you inspired them to be the man or the woman they always needed to be. There's like a Chris Young song that ran into my YouTube channel. I'm at my feed that has the title of that, The Man I Want to Be. It's a very inspirational song. I actually cried when I was watching the video because I felt that very strongly from somebody. Someone they're getting over the hump of feeling that they don't deserve this person. But that's the whole point. God brought you what you were dreaming about, what you were wishing and hoping for. Okay. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So that James Morrison song called You Give Me Something. I've said this song quite often. It's one of my favorite songs ever by him. I love James Morrison, period. I can't get the lyric, but there's something about never thought that I'd love someone who was someone else's dream. This is what your person is thinking about you. Your person never thought that they'd fall in love with somebody who they thought would be magical, their dream. It's mind-boggling for this person, and they're like, how am I going to be deserving of this person when I rejected them, when I left them out in the cold? But some of you did the same thing to them. You walked away from them because it wasn't working. There was no balance between you two. Somebody was not putting you as a priority. They were putting other things, making poor choices because they were getting caught up in the illusions, getting caught up in fantasy world here. And then they realized, oh my God, this person, my dream girl, my dream man, whatever, woman, man, person, walked away from me. The person who makes me feel like I'm in heaven here, what the hell just happened? But that had to happen for you to both learn lessons. To stop making the same mistakes, to stop settling for less. Okay? To stop faking your happiness and moving away from those things that you knew didn't serve you. So now this person wants to work with you. They want to build something masterful. They want to build a family with you. Okay? They want to build a business with you. Because they know you in their life is going to bring something that they've never had. Because life was meant to be shared. Happiness and love was meant to be shared. It's not meant to be self-contained. We learn to love ourselves first, but then we start sharing it with the world. It's part of the Nine of Wands energy about shining your light when you're in that high vibration. You're here to share with the rest of us. You're not supposed to contain it. It comes in you and it comes out of you. So this person is like, I'm ending this. I'm no longer going to delay this any longer. I'm going to stop being stagnant because I want this in my life. I want permanent union. I want to blend family. I want to marry this person. I want to experience that heaven on earth again, because that person is what brings you, or you bring that person this heaven on earth. Okay? Oh my God, I'm telling you. I always ask God for stamina. I haven't even clarified the cards yet. Let's see why. Okay, they want me to do this. What else do you want us to know with what we have here on the board, Holy Spirit? If you want to clarify this, but what else do you want us to know? It's like there's going to be a duplication of a card or something. I don't know. Holy shit balls. I told you a duplication. Guys, I can't. Leo got the sun twice. There's strong Leo energy here. Somebody has like Leo rising, Leo north node. Somebody here is like, their light is so luminous, it could be seen on the other side of the world. That's what I was just told. You're drawing in, Gemini, so many people. They are so inspired by you, and it looks like more people are going to recognize your light. Something like that. Like you're going to be known on a world stage. There's something about being famous, being in the spotlight, because of the strong Leo energy here. Look, guys, when I talk about heaven on earth bliss, I said bliss times 1,000. This is what everybody who's watching this is destined to have. And I would pray that this reaches the people who need to hear this. And I would pray that this goes out to as many people as possible, because God wants you to understand that the amount of happiness that God wants you to experience does exist. It's beyond something that anybody in any lifetime could experience. I mean, there's also a strong energy of healing here too. Because the others of you, with what's being emphasized here, there's healing all over this board. A lot of healing needs to be done in order for you to experience this type of connection with someone, this type of life. Holy crap. You and Leo are the only ones this week who got the sun twice. If you've got strong Gemini and Leo in your chart, this is definitely your life here that you are about to live. It's another major arcana at the bottom of the deck. The Chariot. I think I said that. Follow your divine guidance. You can have this life, but you've got to take action. You've got to trust in where God is leading you. You've got to stop pushing back on the changes you need to make. Any blocks that come your way, any barriers, you'll be able to overcome them. The path is clear for you, Gemini, to have this type of life. There is nothing stopping you from this. You just got to follow your divine guidance and trust the I think I can card. I always talk about Thomas to Train with this because it's no coincidence, because I know there's a Thomas is watching all of my readings. So there you have it. But with this energy, this is, I can go the distance. You are on the right path. There's nothing stopping you. And for those of you who are doubting that you're in a twin flame connection, stop fucking doubting it, because it's here twice. Get out of your head. You need to be the change. You need to do the healing work. You need to do everything that I talk about with regards to achieving union with self and everything else. Your dharma is important here. You can't achieve union if you're not living your life's purpose, period. I know, because God specifically told me this like 4 years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. That's a huge check mark that needs to be accomplished in order for you to come into permanent union with your person. It's doing your dharma, doing your healing, everything else that comes with it. Stop faking your happiness. It's not in alignment with what it is that you want. Trust that God is leading you to where you need to be. He's leading you to this, all of this. But you've got to take action. You've got to stop resisting change. And you got to stop allowing whatever tree gets thrown in your path, that you stop the car and you start like wallowing in your sorrows and like, I can't move. I'm done for. Stagnation, stalling, delays. Oh, I'm delayed. You keep moving forward. You keep making forward progress. No matter what gets in your way. Even if your masculine is getting in your way, you stop dealing with that. Some of you, you're getting hung up on this connection here. It's blocking you from this. Some of you are allowing your divine masculine to get in your way. Why? You have your own path, and so does your person. You need to do what is right for you. You're not here to save your masculine. You're not here to tend to them. None of that. They got to do their work. They're on their own journey, and so are you. But when both of you have done the work and the feminine is the lead here, your person will catch up. But you've got to believe in it. You've got to trust. Hold the vision, trust the process. You have to trust God and the universe with this and remain optimistic no matter what happens in your mission work, in your connection with your person. You need to trust that you're on the right path. This twin flame connection is not what most people think it is. It's not romance. It's not easy. You've got to overcome a lot of barriers and obstacles, and you've got to be in your power before that can happen. You got to stop hiding behind a curtain. It's exactly what happened with me. I had to stop hiding who I really was. When my counterpart said he knew I was dimming my light, he saw my potential before I even knew what my fucking potential was. It's the same thing that this person is going to do for you. And I said in my membership reading, my daily guidance reading, I said, your person will show the worst to you. They will bring out their worst to bring out your best. This is exactly why you're in this connection. They are doing it on purpose because it's part of your soul contract. The shit has to happen. They have to act the way that they are to bring your Queen of Wands out, to bring your light out. And it's not going to happen if it's all easy, if it's all simple, if it's lovey-dovey, and it's just like you're just it's smooth sailing. This connection is not a smooth sailing connection, Gemini. You have to do your part. And you've got to stop forcing something to happen. Because when you do that, you get off your path. God is leading the way. Let God lead you to this. Hangman, see? Is underneath that. You have to let go and let God. You need to surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And you need to trust. Hierophant. Because you are being divinely guided. This is a spiritual connection. You're being led by God. This bond cannot be broken. And God controls the connection, not you. You control what you are supposed to be responsible in controlling, which is part of you controlling how you respond, how you react. You choose. You need to choose wisely. I'm also hearing you choose God first. This is about being a spiritual mentor, a spiritual leader. A lot of you have missions tied to this. Okay? You got to stop conforming to society, and you got to release those false beliefs about yourself, those self-limitations, about marriage, about religion, whatever this is. Okay? What society says twin flames are, because there's a lot out there that says twin flames don't never marry. They don't come into union. Who said that? Did God tell you that? I know God didn't tell me that. So some of you, with regards to your connection, you need to go to God for everything first. Even with what you get in my reading, you need to go to God for confirmation. He will give it to you. Don't just rely on what I'm telling you. Don't rely on somebody else or what society's saying about your connection, whatever this is. Go to God for this. But you also have to trust in what God is doing with your life and your connection. This is a very spiritual connection that is destined to come into union, because there's destiny right there. There's God right there. This is the Chariot. This is all major arcana. We got a lot of major arcana showing up. This is being led by forces beyond your control. You need to trust. The world, again. For those of you who are in alignment, things are going to take a huge leap. You're going to have a huge timeline jump here. God's catching up now. Because he can do that. You stayed on track. You stayed the course. You said, you know what? I'm going through all these obstacles. I'm going through all these hardships and challenges, God, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go the distance. I'm going to faith it until I make it. Which is my sign all the way back there. Oh my God. I don't know what is going on with these readings. What guidance do we have for Gemini? Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. You see that? Oh, for the divine masculine who's watching this, either you have Gemini in your chart or you're a cross watcher for a Gemini. Excuse me. What I said about the Chariot and stuff, and the sun, when you take action on this, when you move towards the Queen, you're feminine. Okay? Stop being intimidated by her or him. It's destined to be. What you feel that you're going to experience when you actually decide to come into union with this person, this is a life you're going to live. It's going to be even greater than what you felt when you were with this person before. God is overseeing this. You are protected by God, by your angels, by your ancestors with this too. If somebody's worried about this connection not being protected, because you are protected. God is overseeing this, okay? You've got to remain optimistic. Remain positive. Because what you are intuitively getting is actually coming to pass. And it's going to be better than what you imagine. Okay? If you're the one who's going after the feminine, have courage, have faith that this will be successful, because it will be, because God is driving this. It's divinely guided. So take that leap of faith, get in your car and go. Put the key in the ignition and go. This is you taking action, having the fortitude and willpower to get it done. Because it will be successful when you take action. You have so much support in the angelic realm, in the 5D realm, to help you with this. You can't stay stagnant anymore. You're not stuck. You just can't hang around anymore. Waiting for the right time, because the time is now. And look, perfect timing is at the bottom of the deck, you see? Winter is coming. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Well, this is interesting. I was talking about how I don't like the winter. But the winter, it's completion. This is completion coming full circle. Something is ending in the winter time this year for some of you. Others of you, maybe winter of next year or whatever. I talked about hibernation. Somebody's got to stop procrastinating and stop hibernating. Stop hiding. Debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you in your life. I talked about somebody's finances. Where's that card? Shit, did I put it away? No, it's here. Financial hardships, okay? This could very well be some miracle is happening where all your debt is being paid off. Could be being paid off by your masculine, because I got that in some other messages here. This is also your karmic debt. Some of you still need to pay off your karmic debt, and that's part of your healing here. Some of that karmic debt, you guys are staying in jobs and relationships that are not fulfilling. Stop repeating those patterns. Perfect timing. This is the right time for you to move forward. Move forward. Stop stalling. Stop letting things get in your way, and you stop making forward progress. Nothing can get in your way. Nothing can dethrone you, like the Queen of Wands here. And for whoever masculine is watching this, this is the right time for you to move forward. There's something about the winter time. There's holidays in the winter time too. Something about holiday season. Is there something around here with regards to that? Daughter. The answer to your question involves your daughter. That may be for some of you, not all of you. Winter. Maybe somebody here was born in the winter months. That would be Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Maybe you're one of those. Aquarius is here. Winter is a time of completion. Completion, coming full circle. And this card indicates that your desires are realized during these months. In the meantime, just as the animals and birds make plans for the season, continue working towards your goals by following your hunches and intuitive guidance. That's kind of crazy. I wasn't even thinking, well, me channeling winter, talking about the winter card was going to come out. Additional messages are: take a rest, connect with family members and friends, complete a project, respect your body's needs, call on the fairies to help in overcoming procrastination, you're moving to a cooler location, plan a wintertime holiday or visit. See, the wintertime holiday. Eat cooling foods from an Ayurvedic standpoint. Take what resonates. Whatever hits you in the face is your message with that winter card, okay? Talked about rest and rejuvenation right there with the star card. Some of you need to heal some more. Oh, Lord, I just got a message for myself. That's kind of funny because there is a plan for me and my family to go to I'm going back to Virginia for Christmas and for New Year's. But that plan might be derailed because there's some family thing going on. So I'm just going by the grace of God. But it's kind of funny because it says plan a wintertime holiday or visit. We're all going to where I was staying with my sister in Virginia for. Some of us are going to be there for the holidays, but me and my son are going to be there for Christmas and New Year's. But maybe some of you are being asked, or maybe you are going to somewhere cooler for the holidays. But I'm getting for a lot of you, it's taking a rest or calling on the fairies to help in overcoming procrastination because something needs to end. Something needs to end here. It's a time of completion. Your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your goals, your aspirations, whatever it is you've been wishing for, the miracle for some of you is happening in the winter, which is not too far from now. It's like a month out. The others of you during the winter time or whatever, or this is just saying you got to start taking a break here. Debt paid off. Maybe your karmic debt's being paid off during the winter time, or you're literally having your money, everything's paid off during the winter. This card signals an impressive shift in your financial situation. You've made the clear decision to be free of old debts, and the universe has responded in kind. You're presented with opportunities to reduce your debt, including new avenues of income and inner guidance about reducing non-essential spending. As you follow these leads, your financial situation rapidly improves. Additional meanings for this card: make a clear-cut decision to be debt-free, and the universe will deliver. Cut up your credit cards, question each expenditure to see if it's really necessary or just an impulsive purchase. Know that you deserve to be and can be debt-free. Resolve the initiate new spending habits. Pay cash for everything. If you don't have the cash, don't buy it. Tithe 10% of your income. You'll receive a financial windfall. Affirm often that God is the true source of your supply. I said that. So there are a couple of you, you're not learning your mistakes because you keep going into debt because you're making poor choices with your spending. Okay? You're trying to fulfill your happiness, and you're not, no matter what you buy or whatever, you're still not happy. Money doesn't bring you happiness. And somebody needs to hear that. But there is some huge positive changes happening in the winter time for somebody. There's some miracles. You paid off your karmic debt. You stopped overspending. You gave away a lot. You sacrificed a lot. You did the winter, like you're bearing. There's no bearing fruit type of thing. Somebody here lost a lot. But that was probably because you needed to pay off the karmic debt by doing that. And because you didn't resist, you didn't go back to repeating the same patterns. God is doing something very miraculous in your life. Very miraculous. I mean, whatever you were wishing for and hoping for, it will be granted, but God is giving you way more than what you asked for. Perfect timing, as I said. Again. If you're wondering when your desire will be fulfilled or when is the best moment to make a change, the answer is now. The universal energies have aligned perfectly and have opened a gateway for you to easily step through. This is one of those times in life when you're on a roll and everything you touch turns to gold. Take advantage of the divine timing and make your move. Any additional preparation at this point would be akin to procrastination. Take one step at a time and move forward today. Additional meanings are your positive thoughts and affirmations are working, so please keep them up. Stop procrastinating and take action. Somebody's afraid of being rejected or something. Because it's been a long time. Winters can be long. Winter is coming, Gemini. Make a clear decision. See? Trust your inner sense of timing about this project. Keep the faith as your prayers are on the brink of being realized. Take advantage of your spare time and use it to achieve your goals. Excuse me. Wow, see, somebody needs to stop procrastinating. Take action. You are being divinely guided. Some of you, God keeps telling you to do something and you've been hesitant because there's a fear here. Okay. Others of you, you need to really start working on your dharma, your mission work, your healing your inner child. so that your light can shine brightly for the world to see. Here's your wellness message. Subconscious mind. I realize that subconscious beliefs or programs may be holding me back from my desires. See? The Hierophant. For example, if I want money, I may have been told things growing up that I'm subconsciously holding on to. So I go back to my past and release beliefs that no longer align, substituting them with ones that do. Release false beliefs about yourself. Release things about religion, about society, whatever this is. Clear that out. Balance. I surround myself with people I love and enjoy my time with them, but I also take time to nurture my relationship with myself. I have found a healthy balance between being with friends and having self-care time. There's the balance, guys. Okay, if some of you watch Emma Ryder, she's been talking a lot about balance. I just got some massive messages for me, and God just really revealed to me something that I need to make a decision about. Food. Not this. What I eat fuels me. I eat the best foods accessible to me and infuse my food with love and gratitude before eating. Visualizing the nutrients I'm consuming and the love that went into growing and preparing this food. Be grateful for what you eat. Pray over your food. Trust me, guys, I used to say a prayer, then I stopped doing it because I was kind of a little bit mad at God. So, yes, I was. It changes how that food, how it works in your body, okay? Be grateful for what you're eating. Others of you need to change your diet a little bit. Help you bring it to balance. Okay, let's do the love portion of this. Now remember, when I say love, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be you. Your love relationship with yourself, because it's talking about nurturing yourself, okay? You need to take care of you. Yes, guys, I know. I still got the cough thing. What is coming to Gemini and love, Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadians, Sirians, please and thank you. The Phoenix rising from the ashes, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, change, mind. See? This person's moving forward. Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Your person has made a lot of progress. They're moving on from that emotional baggage, moving on from the fear of being rejected, moving on, releasing what doesn't serve them. They know something's better. A change of interests. Relocation, changing careers, changing the relationship changes with this too. Your person's changed their mind about you. They thought that they were going to be fine on their own. They're realizing that they're not going to be. And God has been telling them this for a while. They've undergone some huge transformation. The Sun card, someone's completely healed. The healing part of this journey in the twin flame connection has been completed. Now you're moving on to the next phase of healing together. Someone's no longer questioning God. They're no longer blaming God. They're no longer being angry with God because they understand everything as to why. Again, the seasons, there's reason for seasons. They understand why things happened the way they did. This person has completely healed their inner child. The divine child is now shining through them because it's shining through you. For those of you who you found your bliss on your own, your happiness on your own. They want closure. They're going to bring closure to you. They're receiving now what they need, and that's unconditional love, happiness. They realize that just dating around doesn't bring them happiness, that money doesn't bring them happiness. It's the love that God gives them and the love you give them. It's unconditional love. They may literally be arriving on a boat. I don't know why, because there's something significant about a boat for some of you. Maybe you're going on a trip on a boat. I'm hearing like a winter holiday parade on a boat. That's funny. That is funny that I channeled that, because I want to go see that boat parade. It happens around Christmas time, I believe. I got to look that up. That's for me. I want to see that winter boat parade, whatever the hell it's called. Anyway, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Your person wants to rekindle this connection with you because they've changed dramatically. They are not the same person they were before, because some of you, Geminis, are not the same person you were before either. You've grown a lot. There's a lot of growth with this Sun card. You grew a lot, so did your person, and now you're ready for a permanent union. You are now in alignment. This is also about you guys need to receive what you need. You need to take care of your happiness, your abundance, your well-being. This is you, relationship with you. You need to change. You got to stop resisting that. God's trying to get you to a different cycle of healing here, so you can grow, learn, and evolve. This is what you guys are here to do. You are going to renew yourself, rejuvenate yourself going forward, and undergo your crazy transformation, because it is crazy. Keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. They got to stop. They know what decision they need to make, and the decision is you. That's why they change their mind. They're going to receive that love that they give from you. Again, experiencing that heaven and earth, they're not going to get it anywhere else. All right. Holy Spirit, Archangels, Galactic Families, Pleiadian Syrians. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really? Sorry, guys. I just got some crazy hit based on all these other messages I was getting for myself from my guides. Seriously? Okay, this is nuts. All right, what does Gemini's person want to say to them? It'll be okay. We're going to be okay. I'm sorry for what happened between us. I am so very sorry for everything. They really are. I mean, that transformation got to see you and their world in a whole different light. Hence, the sun is here twice. Oh my God. See, God just lit a fire under my ass. I'm taking action, moving towards you right now. That's for those of you who are in alignment. Our connection is about to go from 0 to 100 before you can blink. It's time. Perfect timing. Where's that card? It's time. See? Please don't leave me. I need you now more than ever. I miss you tremendously. They can't miss you anymore. I'm making plans right now to see you. Get ready to be surprised. I'm dealing with a karmic situation right now. Please respect this. Okay. They want another deck. I just heard that your guides, my guides, are trying to get a point across, Gemini. So I also just heard some of you, because we're approaching the holiday season, and those holidays, most of those holidays, the ones that are most popular here, especially in the States, occur in the winter time. This could very well be a huge message for somebody who's overworking themselves to maybe take the entire winter season off, or at least take all of the holidays off, something like that. Give yourself a break. What else does Gemini's person want to tell them? You're mine and no one else's. Did you see how that flipped out? I have a feeling somebody's masculine was the one who actually flicked that card out of my deck. I am coming to get you very soon. Hang tight. I'm almost there. Not too much longer. I'll be with you sooner than you think. We're going away on a trip soon. A holiday trip. I love you with the love of Christ. I'm dealing with a crisis right now. Please pray for me. I'm coming to you out of left field. Surprise. It will happen in 36 hours. What you are seeing in the 3D right now is an illusion. Trust your intuition. See? Oh, somebody's masculine wants to get another card for you. Okay. You guys got some bonuses here, Gemini. Holy Spirit, archangels, galactic families, Pleiadian Syrians, please reveal to me for my highest good, for our highest good. What else would Gemini's person like to say to them? Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Your masculine will take action on their healing and towards you when you do your stuff. Okay. Forces beyond my control. I'm telling you guys, these cards, these decks that I have created, because they were created by my masculine, I mean, no joke, there's strong energy with this. I can hear your thoughts, so watch your thoughts, okay? I miss you tremendously. It brings me to tears sometimes. Can you see that? That's twice, guys. We saw it. It'll happen sooner than you think. I need you right now. I can't wait any longer. I don't know what I'd do without you. You mean everything to me. See? They know that their life, they weren't meant to live on their own. We did it. We are now ready for harmonious sacred union. See? There it is. I want to have a family with you. The 10 of Cups. I was about to reach out to you, but I got cold feet. Now they're getting a lot. The universe is really, really pushing them forward, putting in all these positive thoughts, this optimism, all of these things, telling them, hey, and this is divine masculine energy twice. Divine masculine, you can do this. The masculine has so much freaking support, it's not even funny. They gotta stop stalling. Because they know that the time is right. It's now time to do this. They got to stop procrastinating, because some of them have been procrastinating for a while. Wow. It's my importance. When this card shows up, this is one of my power cards. They said, I love you with the love of Christ, right? At the top of this deck, right there. This to me says, this is confirmation that it's a spiritual based connection, that it's overseen by God, by Christ. It's about Christ consciousness. You guys are here to, as part of your mission, to teach others about Christ's teachings, what Christ was really here for. This is also part of the divine couple, all right? Forgiveness, compassion, healing, understanding. Unconditional love. You guys have very spiritual mission. This is what this is about. That's why I had my person told me to put this in my deck. Okay, I'm going to ask to meet up with you so we can have an open, honest discussion. I just can't stop thinking of you. You're always on my mind. The Hierophant's right there. Oh, there's 2 5s here. Huge changes are happening. Okay. It'll happen sooner than you think. They really, really miss you. They're like, I gotta stop procrastinating. So if you're a masculine watching this, I know how you feel, okay? You have to get over the regret and the shame of not recognizing this connection when you did, or of procrastinating because you got cold feet. It's okay. I understand. But here's the thing. You know that this person brings you an incredible amount of happiness. You've never felt this way about anybody before, and so has your person. Even with after everything that you guys have been through, it was necessary to get you guys to get to the energy of the sun. Okay? And it's here twice. You can't push this off any longer. You can't be afraid of the changes that are coming with this connection, because you very well know intuitively that you're gonna live a life that you've never lived before. A life, a marriage, a home that you've always wanted, but you didn't have because you weren't in alignment with it. Some of you masculines are now in alignment with this. And this is interesting that I'm talking to the masculines in this reading, because even though I got the sun twice in the Leo reading, I didn't really have this much of a message, because what I'm getting, a lot of twin flames are Geminis. One is a Gemini. And from what God has told me, and this is my belief, guys. This is what God told me. You do not have to believe this, but what God has told me is whoever has a Gemini in that dynamic, whatever the dynamic that has a Gemini in it, you guys have a very, very serious godly spiritual mission. The Christ consciousness. Oh, I was just told some of you are representing the connection between Christ and Mary Magdalene. That's big for some of you. Okay? So whatever masculine is watching this, we've got messages about stop procrastinating. You keep seeing this card. I know this card came out for some of you, that it was perfect timing. And it was around the winter time, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back and look at my videos. There may be Pisces people here. For those of you, you know you are ready. So is your person. This is the right time for you to move forward. Where's my chariot? I think I can. Thomas. You are being protected and God is leading you through all of this. Going the distance, right? It's like that Hercules movie. That's a theme song, right? For the Hercules movie that Disney did. Maybe somebody's been watching that movie to get some inspiration. It's time to take action. You can't procrastinate on this anymore because you already know. You've been hanging around. Counting crows. All these songs are coming out. Here comes the sun. Okay? Here comes the divine masculine. Because look, some of you, you're ready. You're in alignment, as I said. You've been saying this to yourself or saying this to your feminine, the 5D. I'm coming to get you very soon. Hang tight. I'm almost there. You just need to do it. Okay? You need this person. Not that you're codependent, but you know something is missing. And we did get that card. I miss you tremendously. Sometimes it brings me to tears. It's like that Toto Africa song. It's going to take me a lot to drag me away from you. So, masculine, you have feminines who are fully in their divine feminine Christ energy. And you know it. There's been a lot of forgiveness here. There's a lot of understanding. Okay? Truth, true love, happiness, unconditional love. And you feel that. And God's trying to get you to see that. And you know that this is the perfect time to do this. Because again, I'm saying the stars are aligned for this. The window has been opened. We already have that eclipse season energy, total lunar eclipses in Taurus, the 11/11 portal, all of these things going on. Planets starting to come direct again. As it says here, you want to rekindle this connection because you've completely changed. You're not the person you used to be, and neither is your person. So anything that is hanging you up about the past, you have to let it go. You have to let go of the past. It happened for a reason. This could be something indicative of something that was coming around the winter time that you maybe were going to take action in the winter or something like that. You were going to do something, or you planned something and you didn't go through with it because you got cold feet. Okay? You were about to do something in the winter, the last winter or previous winters, or the holidays tend to make you miss the person even more. Okay? But for the masculines watching this, God did light the fire under your ass. You had a huge revelation. You're starting to realize it's like this is a true connection. There is such thing as heaven on earth. There is such a thing as my dream girl, my dream boy, whatever you want to call it. It does exist. It's just that whatever you were dreaming about, you didn't actually, you settled for less than what you had as an ideal person. And that's funny that I'm saying that, because when after meditation, I realized that about myself. When I was young, I already had this idea of what my person would be like. Personally, not physically. And the people that I have relationships with, they didn't have everything on my list. And it dawned on me because I was fucking settling. This is not what God wants us to do. And Divine Masculine, you're not going to be settling anymore either, because you know this is your person. You're ready to go. You've been ready for quite some time. You don't need to hesitate on this anymore. You don't need to be afraid anymore. You don't need to be resistant of change, because the life you're about to live, this is for everybody, not just the masculines, but the masculines need a little bit more of a boost. The life you're about to live is going to be something that it's heaven on earth. You are about to experience heaven on earth. And so much more. It's going to be crazy. Oh my God. Okay. That concludes your reading. I hope this helped you. If you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session, check out the description box below. Go to CapellaWellness.com. If you want to be part of my awesome Capella memberships and be part of my Capella Circle group, you get a 14-day free trial. Check out the description box below. Sorry guys, my guides keep telling me something. This is crazy. Wow. Okay. They told me to keep talking anyway because of what I just heard. Anyway, if you want to sign up for a 14-day free trial of one of my memberships, by all means, go click on that link in the description box or go to CapellaWellness.com and check out the different tiers, okay? If you have any questions about anything, my services, my memberships, or this reading in general, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, Gemini, that concludes your reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today. Always, I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.